Oh, well, cheers, everybody. Welcome to another podcast for LOF, Lifestyle of Fitness. I'm running solo today, y'all. And what I'm going to be hitting you guys with is looking at the difference between motivation to action and action to motivation. What I mean by that is, does motivation drive your actions or does action drive your motivation? And there's a lot to unpack there and I want to dig right on into it. But before I do, again, just a quick reminder for you guys, digging into all the resources we have below, from our free PDFs to our newsletter, to our nutrition course, as well as our fitness vault, the booty builder series, the pro coach program, all the awesomeness, as well as, if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast, as well as following us on all our social media, as well as we just added a new account to Amazon. I have my Coach Mike page up there. We have the Lifestyle of Fitness page on Amazon now as well. My wife has her Ask Ashley page. So we're hitting it from all different perspectives. I try and offer up, again, with our live streams, value every single stream. We're streaming to you guys every single day, looking at products that are relevant to a lifestyle of fitness and setting you up for success. But with that being said, let's talk about kind of the difference here between action and motivation. And honestly, it's kind of like a chicken or an egg situation. Which one's first? So from this perspective, I think there's kind of a warped sense of, oh, well, I need to drive my motivation to be able to take action. And yes, very much motivation is important with taking action, but guess what? Taking action is really going to drive your motivation. When you are taking action on things, when you're showing up, you're doing the things that you need to do, you're getting the ball rolling, it's going to help drive and kickstart your motivation, especially in the earlier onset stages of programming, planning, and making sustainable changes. It's a lot easier to push things off when you haven't done anything yet. It's a lot easier to say tomorrow when you're saying it from the couch versus when you just went to the gym and then you're saying, oh, well, I just went to the gym. Do I really want to pull up to McDonald's, or do I want to have that meal prep I did at home, or do I want to go home and meal prep, make a smoothie, make a shaker, go to this other place instead? That's where that idea of action begets motivation, not, oh, I need motivation to take action. And again, a lot of you out there have probably been able to relate to that idea, or that statement saying, oh, well, I'm going to get motivated, I'm going to focus on this, and then I'm going to get going. Which, here's the question I always like to pose to see if something's working well for you is, how's that working out? How did that work out for you? If it worked out, great, keep doing it. Don't listen to me, or do what's working for you. But I'm willing to bet, and I imagine that if you're watching this, you're listening to this, and you're digging into this, maybe it didn't work out as planned, and it hasn't really felt sustainable. So that's kind of an important piece I wanted to highlight. Now, let's look at what can you do about it. Let's talk about action here, because action is a very general, broad statement, right? So, what's some action that you can take that doesn't necessarily require a lot of motivation in the first place? This is an important piece. Let's start with some simple, actionable steps that are low-hanging fruit. Like I just took a sip of water. Start with just working in more water and fluids throughout your day. Depending on where you're at, it could be as simple as adding 1 glass of water. Or if that's too easy and that feels like, hey, I got that, Mike, let's go on to the next piece. Shoot for half of your body weight in fluid ounces. Perfect example, I'm about 200 pounds, so I would aim for 100 ounces of water on a daily basis. That would be my action step. Let's take it another step further, look at another option here. Another aspect could be, hey, I don't actually have a workout plan yet, or I don't feel confident in going to the gym or implementing a strategy, a workout plan, whatever that looks like. What about starting with, hey, I'm just gonna go walk down the block and back? Or another actionable step is, you have a gym membership, I'm going to pack my workout bag and just leave it at the door before I go to work every day. That's it, just leave it at the door. Let's see what happens. Or another actionable step that I really enjoy, I like to challenge clients on, that if they can't kind of get the routine going, or you get injured, or like I had to sit out from jiu-jitsu for a week because of some health things going on, then still keep that time carved out for yourself. So starting with, go to the gym and sit in the parking lot for 20 minutes. Even if you don't have the energy to go inside, sit in that parking lot. Carve out that 20 minutes for yourself. And guess what? You can still make it productive, whether it's for business reasons or school or whatever. You can still use that time. You can still do it from the car, but there's an action step taking place there. It's the, hey, I went to the gym. I went there and I showed up. I carved out that time. Now go do it again. Whether it's the next day, 2 days later, the next week, whatever the next realistic actionable step looks like for you. So we talked about hydration. We talked about actionable with fitness and training in mind. Now let's look at rounding it out. Even though I put nutrition and hydration in the same category, let's look at another nutritional piece. Maybe you don't feel good about meal prepping. Cool. Maybe you don't even feel good about doing anything different or removing anything from your nutritional habits. Fine. Let's just do this. You're gonna do everything the same. All you're gonna change is you're going to chew your food 10 times every single time you take a bite of your food. This is honestly something I struggle with personally. I wolf food down. And this is like something my mom's been telling me since I was a kid, but there's actually a lot of research and science behind this idea of slowing down to eat your food and chewing your food. And that idea of not only causing it to slow down, but as you chew your food, you start to release saliva, starts to break it down. You trigger this whole mechanism and response that's happening from your brain to your body to your gut and everything in between to let you know that food is happening. You start the digestion process. You can start to release more what's called leptin, which is our satiety cue to let us know we should be full and stop eating. You can start that process earlier by chewing your food more. And it's also gonna help your digestion. You're gonna get more out of the food too. So again, to recap, and I wanna make this really simple. It's gonna be a quick one for you guys this week. Nothing crazy, nothing long. One, from a hydration standpoint, just start with either adding 1 glass of water, 8 ounces of water every single day. That's it. Or you want to level up that challenge, take half of your body weight, cut your weight in half, and then try and drink that much water in fluid ounces. On the fitness and the training side, 1, just walk out of your house, down the block and back, or down your driveway and back. That's 1. Another option, if you have a gym membership, go to the gym. Whatever the schedule is, go to the gym. Don't even go in the gym. Just sit in the parking lot. Carve out that time for yourself. Do that once a week. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever feels realistic. Then repeat that every single week for a month. Then until you feel good, level it up to twice a week. And then eventually start going inside the gym. And then you can start taking progressive steps from there. 3, nutrition. Don't even worry about meal prep, nothing else. Just chew your food 10 times every time you take a bite. Try that. Try these 3 things or one of those 3 things. Take action on it. And I'm willing to bet that action is going to drive your motivation and you're going to feel more motivated at the end of the day, at the end of the action that you took. You're going to feel good about that. So that's what I wanted to leave you guys with. I'm thinking you guys enjoyed that, got some value out of it. Feel free to let me know. Again, check the resources below, from free resources all the way up to investment opportunities where you can, again, invest in yourself to get coaching, to get our courses, to be able to get different types of accountability. We also have all of our social media platforms. Feel free to follow and share this with someone that you think could benefit from it. And that's all I got for you guys. Cheers, y'all. I'm going to hydrate myself and take some action to get my motivation up. Yeah, yo.